vector-Trig, Coburn, second edition. Let's learn about the components of a U vector along V vector and projection of a U vector along V vector, vector quantity. Okay, we have U vector and another vector, V vector. So angle is formed between two vectors from vertex. So components of U vector along V vector. So terminal point of U vector drop down perpendicularly to the V vector. So right triangle is formed. So bottom side, this one, we call the length of this bottom side of right triangle, we call component of U vector along V vector. This is a scalar quantity. So how can you find it? Right triangle hypotenuse length is Abs's value of U vector. So hypotenuse U vector size times cosine of theta will be component of U vector along V vector. How about projection of U vector along V vector? This is vector quantity. What is that? That is U vector, again V vector. So from U vector terminal point drop down perpendicularly to the V vector. So angle theta between two vectors. So side length of this right triangle, the bottom side, we call component of U vector along V vector. So this is a scalar, the length of this side of the right triangle, the bottom side, but give the direction with the arrow, with the same direction with the V vector. That is we call projection of U vector along V vector, vector quantity. So what is it? The side length of the projection of V vector is this one, component of U vector along V vector, the length of this bottom side. So that is component of U vector along V vector, this number, this scalar, times how can you give this projection vector, give the direction of V vector direction, and the size make a 1. So basically you multiply by unit vector size, unit vector of V vector. So what is that? V vector divided by length of V vector. So if you composition of U vector along V vector with replace with this, so U vector size cosine theta, this is component times V vector of V vector size, we multiply. So that is the answer. So can I write down a little bit with a different formula? Cosine theta is the theta angle is between two vectors, so what is the dot product of two vector? U vector dot product v vector is u vector size, v vector size, cosine theta. So if you solve for cosine theta, that's gonna be u dot product v vector divided by u vector size, v vector size. You replace this one here. So let me rewrite u vector size. Cosine theta is u vector dot product v vector divided by u vector size times v vector size times v vector over v vector size, unit vector of v vector. So this one, u vector top, u vector bottom size cancel out. So denominator is v vector size repeating 2 times, and then numerator top is u vector dot product v vector, and then you multiply by v vector. This part is a scalar, this is vector, so scalar times vector is vector. So the projection vector formula is this. Let me rewrite. Projection of u vector along v vector is u vector dot product v vector divided by v vector size square times v vector direction. This is the answer of the projection u vector along v vector, which is vector quantity. Thanks.